These puffs are going to get tons of damage as well because we did this. I can zap Spear Goblins if he goes for it. I'm actually going to zap to retarget this because you can see the zap retargeted onto the puffs, and now we're going to take the entire tower. Oof, oh my god, it's a massacre. What is up, gamers? It's Turkey here, and today we're going to be using one of the best decks in the meta that nobody is talking about. Because of the evolutions this season, everyone's only thinking about, oh, Evo Mega Knight, Evo Pekka, and nobody is thinking about Lava Hound. Which means it's the perfect opportunity for you to be a sneaky little Lava Hound player. I was scrolling through the top ranked players on Royale API and saw a hefty number of people that were actually running Lava Hound. Although for some reason, anecdotally speaking, I feel like I haven't played against much of it this season. Which could absolutely play to our favor because it seems like not as many people will be ready for it. So there has never been a better time to give this deck a try, and this right here is the best Lava Hound deck that exists in the entire meta. Great against Evo Pekka, great against Evo Mega Knight, great against everything, except for maybe Expo. But all that being said, if you're tired of running the same old Evo Pekka, Evo Mega Knight deck, then this is the perfect deck for you to freshen things up. And over the course of the video, I'm going to show you just how strong this deck really is. But as we know, talk is cheap. So I'm going to hop into some matches and we're going to put this deck to the test. Alright, into our first match of the video, and I am really excited to show you how to use this deck. I feel like a lot of people are scared of Lava Hound because like it's similar to Golem, where it's so expensive of a deck that sometimes the decisions can feel like they're really polarizing. Like you're either going to win the match or you're going to lose the match with one decision. And while that is kind of true, that doesn't mean that it's a bad reason to want to try and play the deck, you know what I mean? I think it's worth learning. And don't be intimidated by it. Don't be intimidated by it. It's really fun too, and like low-key it's kind of easy. Okay, so we're just going to set up a defense here. I don't know if he knows that I'm running Lava. I don't have a ton of great ground cards in hand. We're just going to drop this Valkyrie. All I want to do is keep this off of my tower. Sometimes with Lava, defending in single elixir can be a little tricky. Fortunately, I have a ground card in hand if he pops the ability. Yeah, he does, so I'm not too worried about this. We're going to go guards high. It'll pull back the big boy and defend this. So I thought it was a mortar deck, but now I'm not entirely sure. It could be Hog Rider. If he's smart, he'll know that I don't have any of my ground cards in hand. We'll see. I might go for a cheeky play here and get the King Tower activated. Yeah, I'm actually going to ignore that barrel here. Get the King Tower activated. And then set up a Lava Hound push. Okay, I need to support with Mega Minion, otherwise this gets too much value. And then we can Void on the Little Prince, and I think he might be dead. Okay, never mind, we're going to Void on the Mortar instead. Nice. Actually, that Mega Minion's going to destroy his tower. And he misplaced his Little Prince. Okay, yeah, that's what I was saying. This deck is kind of easy sometimes when the people suck. We're like a few games into a classic challenge, so you know, people be making mistakes, and that is one of the reasons why I implore you to run this deck, is because sometimes people will just make one mistake, and then you just win. Like, and you just take their entire tower. Granted, we still have to defend, and we need to be careful with some of our decision making, but right now things look really good. So really good use there, really good knowledge of when to take damage and when to go in. That's the biggest thing that I think people struggle with, is when you play Lava Hound and when you play Golem, there are instances where you need to be okay not defending. You just need to accept it and you be like, okay, like I'm going to sack this, I'm not going to defend, and like trust that it's going to be okay. Okay, we're going to go Skeleton Dragons like this, Mega Minion high. And that can be hard for people. That can be hard for people, and I totally understand that. We're going to go Valkyrie like this. And now we're just in a really good situation. We did not lose our tower there. Beautiful. Okay, we're going to do this once the lava locks on. Okay, good. Now the King Tower's on the lava. We're going to go like this, and my man's in trouble. My man is in a lot of trouble, and we're going to end up winning this match here. There's no way that he defends this. Or, I mean, he could defend it, sorry, but there's no way he takes all of our towers. So, honestly, very, very well played to us. Very, very well played. I think we managed our defense well, we managed our offense well, and we got an easy 3 crown. That's this deck in a nutshell. Great first match. We'll catch you in the next one. Alright, into our next match here against this player. One of the other reasons, like I said in the intro, so you're probably tired of hearing it, but that this deck is good is because in general things that you don't see a lot tend to be harder, like to defend. Like, so not a lot of people are running Lava Hound, right? Everyone's running Evo Mega Knight and Evo Pekka, so people are kind of like catering their decks to those types of cards, and it's like, okay, well now who's thinking about Lava Hound? No one. They're all thinking about Pekka, they're all thinking about Mega Knight. Really good trade there. Curious to see what building he has. Logbait usually runs a building. If he's running Inferno Tower, we're gonna have a bad time, but we can definitely play around it. I'm gonna try and predict it because he doesn't even have Princess in hand, so I'm gonna go Skelly Dragons here. Because, yeah, I was going to say, it blocks the Inferno, and then I can just drop a Void on it, which is nice. And a Zap. And I think it cleans it up. Come on. Beautiful. Okay, that's really great for us, actually. Yeah, you can just go for a Princess, but Princess doesn't fully DPS that down. Okay, let's get the Valkyrie down. And we're going to get good damage. So Lava Hound does good against log bait, especially for those of you that don't know. I main log bait, like it's like my main deck. So I feel like I know what they think. So that's why I was able to predict that Inferno Tower. I can notice that he was cycling towards it. And I feel like I'm pretty decent at predicting the barrel. So again, that is an advantage that I have. I'm sure he's not thinking about like all of the Lava Hound players that he's played against, you know what I mean? Okay, let's go like that. It looks like he played it in the back. I don't think you should do that. I think that was a mistake. I'm not going to lie. People on my stream are always like, oh, go for the juke barrel. And I'm like, no, a lot of times it does more harm than good if they can predict it. Now he doesn't have enough for an Inferno right away. You can Void on it. Zap over here. And, oh, I should have zapped on the Inferno. That was a bad play, actually. But we're still going to get a good amount of damage. The good news is I will have Evo Zap and Cycle soon here. Okay, we need to be careful how we defend this. Okay, let's go like this. And then he might get a little bit of barrel damage. Yeah. It is what it is, though. Let's go guards on the side. And we're gonna be really, really good with our next push. Okay, nice. That's fine. Yeah. That was an unfortunate circumstance to be in, but honestly, if you can survive single elixir without losing your entire tower in this matchup, you're in a really good spot. Like a really, really good spot. Okay, most of his pressure cards are out of hand, so I'm gonna drop the Lava Hound in the back. Because he can't really pressure me too much. He could maybe go for a princess. He's gonna do it in the back. Okay, we do have our Evo Zap coming up. That's really huge. I'm going to Void on the Princess here. Once again, I'm going to try and predict the Inferno Tower. I'm going to go with, like, high Skeleton Dragons. That's good for me. I'm going to try and time this Zap. Oh, that's great Zap value here, actually. Nice. I'm going to Void as well. We need to take care of that. Get down, get down. Beautiful. Good Rocket, honestly. I'm not going to lie. But even so, it's like he still needs to spend more to defend. And that's why this matchup is really tough for log bait. I think, I mean, when I play as a log bait user, it is tough for me. Okay, he doesn't have Rocket in hand. I don't have anything for the barrel, so I have to kind of do this. Nice, another Princess down. Let's get this Valkyrie here. I knew what he was trying to do. Like, it's not a bad move, but he still has to defend all this. Nice. We get the Inferno Tower out of hand, which is pretty huge. Because now we can set up a big lava push, and it'll be fairly awkward for him to defend because he doesn't have his Inferno. So this is looking like it might be like a checkmate scenario here. He can't Princess at the bridge. As long as we catch this barrel here, which we do, now things are looking down for him. And he's well out of cycle range, I would say, for like a rocket or anything like that. Zap here onto everything. This balloon is going to take care of the Inferno Tower, and even if he rockets this, it's probably going to be tower down. So GG's to this guy. Log bait's a really, really tough matchup. So, like, it's tough for them. As long as you predict their barrels, you always have a ground troop to catch the barrel. Like you have guards or your Valkyrie, you're not going to have a problem. So GG's, easy win there. We'll see you in the next match. All right, into our next match here against Dev World. And I really would like to play this on like Path of Legends or anything, or Trophy Road, but as someone who does not main Lava Hound, a lot of my cards are under leveled. Like my Lava Hound is like level 12. So I'm playing it in Classic Challenge, but for the purpose of learning, I feel as though it serves the purpose. Okay, I think he's rocking the Goblin Drill, so I think I'm just going to let this go, honestly. Let the Mega Minion do its thing. Yeah, he gets a little bit of damage. I don't really want to cycle anything in my hand. I'd rather save like my guards for his drill or something. I mean, I'll just do this at the bridge. It's 4 for 4. It looks like he's running Goblin Drill most likely. We'll see what he does. Okay, yeah, he's going to eat that. That's fine. Okay, that's fine. We're going to go guards like this. We have our Valkyrie as well if he chooses to pressure. Let's go Valkyrie bang. Pull that back. And easy defense. Okay, so he's running Goblin Drill. Goblin Drill, I think, in general, is one of the best decks in the meta. Like, the outplay potential for Goblin Drill decks are really good. I made a video on it not long ago, and I just think it's absurdly strong of a deck. Because he used his Bomb Tower, we're going to go Lava Hound. Fortunately, he doesn't have Tesla. A lot of Goblin Drill decks run Tesla. That is not the case for this guy. We're going to do this to cycle our Evos out. So I'm curious what his air defense is. I haven't seen an air defense card. Hopefully it's something that we can just void and find ourselves winning this match easily. That's what I'm talking about. This man, all he's thinking about is a Pekka. Does he not have an air card? Oh my gosh, I don't think he has an air card. That's crazy. Ripperoni. If that's the case, that is. I don't think he has an air card. Oh my gosh. This poor man. He doesn't have any air cards. He doesn't have any air cards. He's too busy thinking about the Evo Mega Knight and the Evo Pekka. Yeah, he has poison. That's all he has. Oof though, roof though. I mean, a very skilled player, like, it doesn't matter. I'm sure he could still win, but okay, so hear me out. No Bomb Tower. No Bomb Tower, no poison, no air cards. He has nothing to play on this. Nope, nothing. Oh, okay. That's fine. Spend 4 elixir and still take a shot, maybe 2. Oofta, roofta. Poor guy. Yeah. That just goes to me, like, I feel like that goes to, like, kind of show my point about this deck. I'm going to void here. I don't want to take too much damage. Okay. Again, Lava Hound in front here, absolutely. All he can do is go for a poison, so as long as we avoid giving him too much poison value, like, we're going to be okay. We're also getting to our Evo Zap here really soon. He goes in instead of defending. I don't know if I agree. I don't know if he's thinking he's going to take my tower or something, but I guess at this point, it's kind of like he has to do something. I don't know if activating King Tower was the move, though. So we're going to go Balloon in the opposite lane as well with guards because he just used his poison and his ground cards. And if I zap on the tower, it'll actually retarget it onto the guards. Hopefully. But at this point, it doesn't matter. I mean, that matchup was over from the beginning. Unless he is the greatest Flash player in the world, he was not going to beat me. So that just goes to show, man, like this deck, people are not thinking about it. It proves my point. Easy win there. We'll catch you in the next match. All right, into our next match here. I'm feeling good after that last game. Didn't really have to do anything, though. I'm not going to lie to you, but I'm going to keep it in there. I mean, it's important to understand, like not to underestimate any of the people watching you, but a lot of you might not have noticed, like, oh, he doesn't have any air cards. Like, that was a conscious recognition that I made, and I was like, oh, I could play differently. I could play confidently. All he had was poison and goblin drill because he wasn't running the Tesla. So I think that's worth noting, like, you know, keeping that in there, even though it was like an easy win per se. We're just gonna void here. Oh, he's playing goblin drill with the magic archer. I've seen this deck. I actually made a video on it yesterday, so I'm not too surprised. He used his magic archer, so I'm actually gonna go in. Oh, he's running Ewiz with it. Why? Okay, yuck me, dude. Okay, I went in there because this deck doesn't normally run this many support cards. It's weird, but it usually doesn't run a big spell, so like you can kind of like cluster up troops, and a lot of times it can be really difficult for them. I'm gonna zap. I'm gonna zap here just to make sure this gets like taken care of, and yeah, pretty easy there. Him cycling his magic archer like that pretty much cost him the game. Like, I don't know if you saw, I voided, and he basically threw away his magic archer, which is one of his only air cards. So don't make that same mistake if you're playing this guy's deck. And again, it just really, I feel as though I'm like a broken record, but it goes to show like the pros of playing this deck, right? Like, very few decks in the game can just decisively, like, you make one good decision and you just take your opponent's deck. And that is what this deck is capable of. He doesn't have Ewiz in cycle. He goes for the bowler, perhaps to cycle. I mistimed that. Oh, void. Block, 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 block. Guards block. Yep, guards blocking Ewiz shot. Nice, and we do get a balloon hit there. That was honestly an aggressive play. I just want to point out, I don't think that was a good play. It was an aggressive play. But at this point, I feel like I'd have to really yuck things up to lose. We're going to go like this. If he goes Magic Archer, we can go... I'm going to Mega Minion here. Mega Minion's good because, like, it doesn't give him a ton of Magic Archer value the way that, like, a ground troop does. So that's kind of why I like it. I'm going to try and get this down here. We do get it down, and we can go like this, and we're going to take care of the Magic Archer, so all he can play is Ewiz. So we're going to go ahead. I'm going to actually let the Ewiz go. I want to see... Okay, it does target the Lava Hound. He only has 2 air cards in his deck. I guess if you count Valkyrie, 3. But look at how much work he has to do to defend. Like, it's a whole ordeal every time he just wants to defend. We're going to void here. And... like, what is he supposed to do at this point? Like, I don't know. Just put the fries in the bag, bro. The game's over. Let's go like this. Yeah. Okay. Guards here. Okay. Yeah. Valkyrie high. Make sure that he doesn't take my tower, too. More of a pride thing as well. Okay. GG's to that guy. Super easy match. I didn't even have to sweat it. Pros and cons of Lava Hound, my friend. GG's. We'll see you in the next match. In our next match here against BRXNDO. And just the thematic point of what I'm trying to say is, like, there's a reason that, like, Golem and Lava Hound, they're like, oh, these are no skill decks. It's not true. They do take a lot of skill. King Tower activation there. It's just, it appears like they take no skill because, like, you can make 1 or 2 really good decisions and just win the entire game. So if that's something that you like, then go for it. Like I said, one of the benefits of playing this deck, depending on what he plays, yeah, I'm just going to cycle Zap. Looks like he's running most likely Expo. I mean, just from, like, the cards that I've seen. Oh, it's not. Wow. Okay, he's actually playing bait. I'm surprised he gave me the King Tower activation while playing bait, to be completely honest. I'm going to go in here. I don't expect too much from this push. I just want to see what building he has, like if he has a Tesla or an Inferno. I'd prefer Tesla, I think, because Inferno just eats up the entire thing. Oh, does he not have a building? This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about, dude. Oh, finally, one eternity later. Maybe he couldn't afford it because he went in with that barrel. But, like, everyone's thinking about Pekka. No one's thinking about Lava Hound. This poor man. This poor man, dude. This is over before it started. This match was over before it even started. Yeah, oofta, roofta. Oofta, roofta, as I like to say. These puffs are going to get tons of damage as well because we did this. I can zap Spear Goblins if he goes for it. I'm actually going to zap to retarget this because you can see the zap retargeted onto the puffs, and now we're going to take the entire tower. Oof. Oh my god, it's a massacre. Oh my god, if you're under 12, shield your eyes. Oh, okay, easy win there. Thematic of this deck. We'll see you in the next match. I did our next match here against Pino, and we've been having really good luck with matchups and decisions, and I don't know. It makes me want to play Lava Hound or like Golem or something because like some of these games are just sweat free. It's like, I don't know. Like I said, it's a polarizing deck. So I'm telling you, if you haven't played Lava Hound, give it a try. Give it a try. There's never been a better time. I mean, maybe there's been a better time, but it's a good time. Okay, he's actually leaking a little bit of Elixir because he's up. He was up Elixir. So I'm just going to do this. Hopefully the Valkyrie gets targeted. Beautiful. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, we're going to go guards in the middle just to mitigate damage. I don't have any other ground cards in cycle because I cycled my Valkyrie. So that's a win. I mean, I didn't have my Valkyrie in cycle. So to be able to defend a Mega Knight, cat's out of the bag, we know what he's running. I'm A-okay with that. Nice. He goes for that. Really, really good Goblin placement. I'm going to cycle a Zap here. I could go in for the Lava because I am up a little bit of Elixir, but I think it's more prudent for me to cycle first. Getting to that Evo Zap is very important for most matchups. Okay, I'm curious to see what he does here. Okay, yeah, that's a great punish. That's a very, very good move by him. I'm not even going to lie. Not even going to lie. We just need to make sure that Mega Minion takes care of this Dark Prince. Okay. Wow, really, really well played. Okay. I see what's happening here. You're face to face with danger and it's strange. My man hit me with the, you can't defend, you gotta go in, and I absolutely respect that. That's one of those things that you need to accept when you're running Lava Hound is like, you know, sometimes you're just you're gonna trade towers and you need to tell yourself that it's gonna be okay. Like 95% of the time in 2-tower matches, you have the advantage. But yeah, not always that way. We're gonna get good damage here, hopefully. Goes for the Void, fine with me. Okay, just gonna cycle a Zap here, wanting to get to my Evo Zap relatively quickly. I'm gonna set up with the Lava here. I have my Evo Valkyrie in hand, so I can defend his push. Not easily, but like I can definitely defend his push if he goes with stuff in the pocket. Okay, so we're gonna Valkyrie here. Nice. That's gonna pull in the berry actually, and we can defend. Nice. Great defense there. Great defense there. Skeleton Dragons to help out, and that's what I'm talking about. 2-tower game. What 2-tower game? What 2-tower game? All he has is rage for this. Yeah. This ain't looking too good for my mans. We have Evo Zap in cycle 2. That's what I'm talking about. Like, I guess he goes for the Void. Not bad, not bad. But what about all the support cards? Yeah, no air defense. I mean, this guy's going all gas, no brakes. He gives me the GGs. He knows. I mean, it's going to be really, really brutal for him to defend, and we can just drop another Lava. So once again, another deck that is under-equipped to deal with Lava Hound. Noticing a theme? Easy dub there. We'll see you in the next match. Okay, into likely our last match of the video. I've been having a lot of fun with this deck. Hopefully you guys have stuck around. Oh, and he's running Dagger Duchess. Oh, the Lava Hound just destroys Dagger Duchess, fortunately. All right, we're going to do this. I am going to overspend here. I think it's fine. Oh, Ripperoni. Ripperoni. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Sorry. He just overspent so much. He still has to spend on these. If he spends anything else, it's just like GG's. Oh my. Oh. Sorry. You're about to just. I'm just so happy right now. I'm just so happy. Oh, dude. Just stop. Please. 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 Oh, stop. 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 He's already dead. Bro, it thinks he has infinite elixir. What the heck? That's crazy. Okay, when he barely gets enough elixir, he's probably going to go for Rascals. Yep, okay. Bye. 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 Yep. He played that 5 elixir card that just got eviscerated, and he's running Dagger Duchess here. Okay. We're going to go like this. Okay, I wish I had Evo Zap in cycle, but even then, it's like his Dagger Duchess is out of daggers. This is great Zap. I don't care that I activate King Tower. We're going to take his entire tower anyway. I wanted to get rid of those Spear Goblins. And just like that, that's the power of this deck, dude. Oh my gosh. People just overextend against Lava Hound so much. Okay, we're going to be ready here in case he goes for a barrel. Okay, I think he's going to. He didn't, unfortunately. Okay, I need to go Valkyrie high. Yeah. Had a feeling he was going to go for something cheeky like that. You can kind of feel the desperation in the push, right? Just Prince at the bridge, go in with arrows. That's why guards are so good in the meta. They're absolutely spell-proof. Mega Minion here is going to do a decent job. Goes like that. If you put it in that position, it's optimal because the Princess targets that outside goblin, so you don't take too much damage. And like I said, he's running Dagger Duchess, so we can kind of just set up a push and do our best to defend the tower, but if we don't defend the tower, it's not the end of the world, and then kind of take him out. Not bad timing there. Okay, once those lock, I'm going to go Skeleton Dragons in the middle, Void here. Alright, let's zap here. I want to retarget these. Mega Minion like this to make sure that we keep this tower. Beautiful. Really, really good, like, I don't want to say recognition, but like kind of recognition there on defense to kind of save our booties. Okay, let's go Void here. Beautiful. Okay. Evo Zap finna come in clutch here. Yeah, that's tower down most likely. Oh, he played it in the back. Haha, never mind. Nice, he had to go for arrows there. We're gonna go Valkyrie here. It's gonna block the princess. And yeah, didn't end up taking a tower there. I got a little aggressive, I'm not gonna lie. I could have just parked the bus, but I just kind of wanted to show that like it didn't really matter what I did there. So another easy win. We won in the first like 30 seconds. That's Lava Hound, baby. We're gonna play one more. And into our last match of the video, for real, I promise. We're not going to do any more. Double thank you for watching. I'm just having fun with this deck. I mean, the matches have been great. Obviously, if you're playing an outstanding player, they're going to be really good. And we're going to get the King Tower activation once again. That's the third time this video that someone's just dropped an E-Spirit at the bridge. Hopefully, you know how to activate King Tower. You can play it on one of those tiles here. Ooh, he has a wizard. I'm tempted to just, like, ignore it and go in, but I don't really have the cycle for it, so I'm just going to void instead. Did he void block? Shut up. If he did that on purpose, that dude is goated. Might have done it on purpose. Okay. Wow. Okay, we're in trouble. We have to let this lock. No, it sounds weird. Then we can go guards. Okay. Good recognition that we were kind of cooked a little bit. Let's go like this. He doesn't have wizard in cycle, and those guards are going to be a menace. He might try and cycle back, so I'm going to get ready. Yeah, definitely trying to cycle back. We're going to go Skelly Drags. They're going to do good here. We're going to apply pressure. As soon as he gets enough for a wizard, yeah, wizard's his next card in rotation. Hopefully he plays it in a spot that we can void it. Like if he plays it right here, we're going to be ready. He's waiting. He's waiting for 5 elixir. There it is. And we can go void. And he can't block it because he played it right at 5 elixir. So that's going to be good damage there. So barely getting by the skin of our teeth there. That was a skin of our teeth. Is that what you say? Whatever the expression is. It's the skin on our chinny chin tin. And we can absolutely play around the wizard. We're also going to have our Evo Zap in cycle. So even if he goes for like a void block, we can absolutely take care of the wizard. Phoenix as well. We want to try and go in when neither of those are in cycle. I need to be careful with our ground cards though. We don't really have, not really, we only have 2 ground cards. So you don't want to cycle those very liberally. Kind of want to be calculated with them. So we're going to go Mega Minion instead. Like I said, we know he doesn't have Wizard, so he can't really support this with like a ton of splash. So we're going to go Guards to keep our Valkyrie healthy. Beautiful. And like we have no ground cards in hand, but that's fine. Yeah, he just goes for the Mortar. I think instead of voiding on the Mortar, I'm going to do this. Because then I can void on the Wizard. No, I'm going to void on the Phoenix and zap on the Wizard, actually. Because then we're going to at least get a shot onto the tower. Beautiful decision there. Like, that was in-the-moment decision-making. Knowing not to go for them. That's like one of the things too, like knowing when you can go for a spell versus when you can't go for a spell. So we're going to set up a defense here. Yeah, he knows that things ain't looking too hot. Absolutely. Okay, let's just, I mean, we're just going to go lava here. And I'm going to void onto everything. I know it's not going to kill it, but it's going to DPS it down significantly and make it not a threat. So we're chilling like a villain here. And despite having Wizard, like I know a lot of people were probably thinking like, oh no, like there's so much Wizard in the meta, like Pekka Wizard, like you can play around the Wizard with this deck. You just watch me play around it with the Void, with the Evo Zap. And it was, again, another effortless win. I know you're probably tired of seeing them, but I definitely am not. So GG's to this guy. We're going to hold that W, and I'll catch you in the outro. Okay, that's going to do it for today's video. Here's the deck one more time in case you want to take a screenshot. I'll also put the link to this deck in the YouTube description so you can just open it in the app. Usually that's easier. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this deck a try. I promise you it's fun, it's different, and at the very least, it will make you a better player. If you've never played Lava Hound, it's a good time to learn. Get in the mind of a Lava Hound user. Thank you so much for watching me and supporting the channel, and I hope to see you in another video real soon. Peace.